Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Friday and welcome back to ye old weekly beauty chit chat. This is the video that goes up pretty much every Friday here on my channel where I share all the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was personally loving or obsessing about over the course of the past week. Per usual, I have a fun little lineup of things to share with you. The lineup this week it's a little shorter. Tell you why here in a second. But yeah, I will go ahead and list and link everything in the description box right below this video. If you're interested in purchasing any of these items, looking up other people's reviews, looking at ingredient decks, feel free to check out that description box. It's usually a plethora of information. I do have both dogs in here with me today, so hopefully they're not too distracting. But if you hear any snoring or snorting in the background, if you have your earbuds in, it's these two back here. So all right, you guys, so I hope you had a great week. My week was a little rough. I ended up with another really bad ear infection. I seem to be getting these like every 6 months right now, like for the last 2 years, consistently. Every 6 months I've gotten ear infections. It's usually in my right ear, but this time it was in my left, and holy moly, this infection just exploded. Normally it's just like your average, like, like inner ear infection. This one progressed from inner ear to outer ear, and my ear swelled completely shut. It didn't look like cauliflower ear, but my ear was so painfully swollen. It also started making the side of my face and my neck swell up. And so I had just been using the drops that the doctor had told me to put into my ear the second that I start to feel an infection coming on, and just to do like the regular course of treatment. I guess assuming that I had assumed it was the same type of infection, but I think it might have been a different one because it just did not work, and it just got progressively worse. Felt like every few hours, like the pain and the swelling just got worse. And so I finally had to go into urgent care. I'm on antibiotics. The day after starting antibiotics, I felt so much better. It's just like that stabbing pain stopped finally. Like it was that type of ear infection where it was just like constant, like I felt like someone was stabbing me in my brain. So I'm glad that part is over. The inner ear is still completely swollen shut, so I can't hear out of this ear at all, which has been kind of interesting. I feel like I've been yelling at people all week. But yeah, I'm on the mend. So anyway, I hope your week was a little better than mine. The videos that I uploaded earlier this week were all pre-filmed. So I feel like I haven't like filmed a little bit here, so I feel a little bit out of practice. But anyway, let's dive into it, you guys. We're gonna get started with my fragrance picks for the week. So even when I was sick in the earlier part of the week, I was really still focusing on like, the other self-care stuff, like my hair care routine. I wasn't necessarily doing my hair or anything like that, but I was still taking showers. I'm one of those people, even when I'm at my sickest, like I can't not do my usual stuff. Like it almost makes it worse for me to just lay in bed and do absolutely nothing. Like I still have to participate in some normal life activities. So anyway, but I want to get started first with perfume. I started wearing that around like Wednesday of this week again. So earlier this week, I reviewed the Amber Vanilla, and I really do like this fragrance, you guys. But I mentioned in that video that this particular scent is very similar to the Vanilla Woods. They're not exactly the same. But I feel like if you're one of those people, and a few of you attested to this in the comments, those of you that find that there is a kind of strange, almost stale cigarette note in the Vanilla Woods. Like I don't smell that in Vanilla Woods. I think this smells absolutely delightful, and I love it. And I'm on my second bottle. I love this fragrance. But this is kind of similar enough, and I feel like if this one is tough for you, it might be worth checking out the Amber Vanilla. This is kind of a softer, prettier, lighter floral version of this, if that makes sense. I think the two are definitely in the same family. This is just Really beautiful. The floral note in here is carnation. I know a lot of people think that carnations are like the worst flower ever. I love them. I think they're so beautiful. My wedding bouquet was predominantly actually carnations and then some tea roses. I just wanted something very simple and it was so beautiful. It just looked like this like little puff ball. And I love them. I love carnations. They have a special meaning to me because of my wedding bouquet, and it's just a really lovely kind of lighter, airier version of this, I feel like. So, and those of you that found this ciggy note in this one seem to not be smelling it in here. So I don't know. If you're interested in checking out the 7 Virtues fragrances, I feel like most Sephora stores carry them in store, so you should be able to try them. But if you're ordering online, there is a sample kit that has, and I'll link the sample kit down below as well, that has this new amber vanilla in it, as well as the vanilla woods. So if you just want to try some of this 7 Virtues fragrances, that's a really great way to experience them and then kind of figure out like which of, you know, between those two would be a better fit for you. Also, another plug for the Praise the Perfume. You guys, if you're ordering from Okcha and you are maybe thinking about adding another fragrance, but you just are like, I don't know which one to pick, pick this one. It's so good. So this is a dupe for Melanie Martinez Crybaby, which is atrociously expensive for like the target audience, I feel like. But that being said, it's such a great fragrance, you guys. This has some strawberry and berry notes in it. It has a nice kind of creaminess to the fragrance. There's also caramel in here, which normally I don't really love unless it's done very well. This is caramel done right. It's not overly cloying. It's not overly sweet. It's not that like heavy, like super rich caramel. It's a lighter take on caramel and I love it. I'm wearing this one today. This is one of those happy fragrances for me. It just puts a smile on my face. And when I'm feeling like garbage, man, I love a good perfume to pick me up. This one does it. I also think this is a great year-round option. Because of the caramel mixed with the berry notes, it's kind of an interesting one to wear during the summer. But I can also see myself taking this one into the fall and winter. Like it's just, this is gonna be a repurchase. I know that already. It is delightful. And I can't say enough good things about it. All right, let's go into hair care. You guys, how are we feeling about how much more like voluminous my hair is today? So I didn't really change my styling product routine. Also, I'm already sweating. It's so hot in this room. It's officially summer now in Oregon, and this particular room in the house like just gets beat on by the sun all day long. So like, yeah, it's hot in here. Anyway, okay, we're gonna talk more Christophe Robin. I am currently obsessed with this hair care brand. So I mentioned last week that I placed an order for the scalp scrub, like a full size of the scalp scrub, as well as the prickly pear mask. They're in my shower. I just put them in my shower right away. I was like, I don't really need these in here right now, but I do. I love this hair care line, you guys. So anyway, when I placed my order, I was like, I wonder if I have any more little samples upstairs. And I did. I had this one. So I plopped this into the bathroom. This is the Christophe Robin Cleansing Volumizing Paste. Now, at first I was like, am I sure this is a shampoo? And so I was kind of looking at it. And then when I opened it, I was like, oh yeah, that has to be a shampoo. There's no way that's not a shampoo. So it looks like a gritty paste. Can you kind of see that gritty texture in there? Also, it smells like the most beautiful, like vintage rose scent. It's so pretty. It's borderline like old-fashioned grandma rose, but it's just really beautiful. It's a gorgeous scent. But if you don't like the smell of roses, I would say skip this one because it's quite potent in terms of fragrance. Not that it sticks around, but you know, like if you're not a rose person, skip it. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you take a little scoop of this, and then you like start to kind of spread it around your hands, and then you start at the scalp. Obviously, you can feel that gritty texture in there. It does dissolve. And then you just get the nicest, most beautiful creamy lather that absolutely, like, I don't know how it does it, but I feel like my hair is more voluminous when I get out of the shower. Like, it's a fabulous, like, volumizing shampoo product. I'll definitely be purchasing the full size of this now. I also want to get the conditioner as well. I love this hair care line, you guys. If you have never tried this, like, it just came on my radar. I had a few of these like smaller sizes in my backup stash that I received in probably Skin Store holiday edit boxes throughout the years. And I just always looked at them and was like, I don't know anything about this brand. And so I just shove it, you know, to the back. I'm so glad I finally thought to bring these out because they are amazing. And so many of you guys love this brand as well. In the future, tell me about these things. I said that last week, like, so good. Anyway, this is fabulous. And then when I placed my order for the scrub, I found a really great kit that had the 8-ounce size of the scrub. And then it also came with these smaller sizes of the shampoo and conditioner, like in that like exfoliating purifying line from Christophe Robin. So this is the purifying shampoo with thermal mud. And this is supposed to rebalance, detoxify the scalp, and moisturize the ends. Now this looks like mud. I just think the texture and the look of all of these products are so interesting. But yeah, this looks like, I'm just squeezing up a little bit. It looks like mud, doesn't it? It just looks kind of gross. Smells good, very fresh, clean scent to this one. Again, like, I don't know how they do it, but like, it gives you such a thorough cleansing, cleaning to your hair and your scalp, but your hair doesn't feel gross afterwards. So the purifying conditioner gelée, also fabulous, detangled my hair beautifully. These products are so good. Listen, if you've never thought to look into this Christophe Robin line, there's a lot of French on here, so I'm assuming this is a French hair care brand originally, but fabulous, fabulous products. I'll be buying more, 100%. So good. I'll link the kits, or I'll link what I purchased in the description box down below because I got a pretty good deal on this stuff. I was hunting around. So yeah, I will link where I got this stuff because the price point was a little bit lower than from the website, but they're authentic products. So anyway, let's go into skincare really quickly. There's honestly not a whole lot. I was still keeping up with my skincare routine this week. So I opened up another tube of Retin-A, or Tretinoin, if you will. I recently finished my last tube, so this is a freshie here. I really do swear by Tretinoin for my skin. Now, I do a lot in terms of skincare and treatments and devices and stuff, but I feel like everything that I do in my routine is just like a piece of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a piece, it's like, it's just a part of the routine that like brings everything together as a whole and gives me skin that I am finally at a place in my life where I'm really happy with my skin. Is it perfect? No, it's not. But that being said, my skin is in the best shape at 45, whereas in my 20s, it was so, my skin was so congested. I was just doing all the wrong things. And I'm just so happy that, you know, I took the chance on skincare and really started getting into it and branched out to trying some other things, because doing that really got me to a place where I don't feel like I'm tempted to go in for a lot of in-office treatments. I mean, I obviously get talks, right? Like, that's definitely a thing. But like, I don't feel the need to like get any other like in-office services at this point, because it just, like, I'm able to maintain everything with skincare so well. But I really do think that once I added Tretinoin, I actually wish that I started this in my 30s earlier. This particular product, I feel like helps with the surface cell turnover so much for me. And it just keeps my skin looking fantastic. So my routine with Tretinoin right now is I wash my face. I will usually apply a hydrating toner. I'm using the honey milk from Pharmacy right now. I'll link that down below as well. I didn't bring it in here. Then I've been applying the advanced Snail Mucin Power Essence, just a light layer of this all over my skin. And then a pea-sized amount of the Tretinoin, not even pea-sized, like this, a little bit goes a long way with Tretinoin. You don't need to overdo it with this. So I work that into my skin really well. And then I top it off with the Pharmacy 10% Niacinamide Night Mask. Pairing niacinamide and I picked up the right ones. Pairing niacinamide and Tretinoin together is a really great combination. So this particular mask is fantastic. This has 10% niacinamide in it, and this is going to help improve the look of your pores. I think this is my 3rd jar of this stuff. It's fantastic. If you've never tried it, and if you have enlarged pores, try niacinamide. If you don't have an allergy to it, it just makes such a difference in the look of my pores. I try to look for niacinamide as an ingredient in as many of my skincare items as I can. I just layer it, and that has been fantastic for me. So anyway, that's a pretty simple Tretinoin routine for me. I did that a few times this week, and I have had no flaking around my nose, around my eyebrows, or nothing. Like, just, it's been a good routine. So love that. I do want to mention that I got a new blush this week, and I'm wearing it today, and you guys, I love this so much. I did not need a blush, but I placed an order with Laura Geller over Memorial Day because I needed some more backups of my beloved Balance and Brighten. If you're new here, I use powder foundation exclusively because I have oily skin. I might be in my mid-40s, but I still have oily skin, and it just looks so beautiful on. I will say, I think that is the best powder foundation ever created. It is absolutely beautiful, and I would highly, highly recommend it. Be sure to really buff it into the skin. I think that's the key with Balance and Brighten. But anyway, while I was getting my backups of my Balance and Brighten, I was like, I'm gonna take a look at the blushes, because she recently came out with some new shades, and I love me a Laura Geller blush. So I picked up the Blush and Brighten in Raspberry. This has a matte finish to it. You guys, look at the swirls. So these are cream products that are like kind of, they're squirted onto a terracotta tile, I guess, or squeezed onto, gross, squeezed onto a terracotta tile, and then they're baked. And so that's why you have this kind of domed effect here. But look at the color variation in this. Come on, focus. There we go. Look at that gorgeous like raspberry pink, and then you've got some lighter shades of almost like a tanny peach in there. I love it. This is such a great addition to my blush collection. Now, I really need to not buy any more blushes, but I'm tempted by a couple more shades. So the next time there's an incredible Laura Geller sale, I think I'm gonna pick up the other 2 shades that I'm interested in. If you've never thought to take a look at Laura Geller, I know it's not one of those terribly exciting brands, but listen, this woman makes stuff that works in terms of makeup. Like, her products are really easy to work with. So if you feel like kind of like you're not good at makeup, or, you know, I don't know, it's one of those brands that I think are just really underrated and really worth looking into, because she makes fantastic products and they're just easy. In terms of eyeshadows, listen, it was another week of, well, the last couple days, I will say. I put on makeup yesterday and I put on makeup today. It is actually Friday today. I'm filming this on Friday. Typically I film this video on Thursdays, but I am still doing these like one shadow looks with my Sydney Grace like taupey collection over here, all these shades. I have so many of these. So for next week, I have a goal to film another one of those, another one of my like one shadow routine videos. So I just really love how these one shadow looks are turning out. And I literally use the same shade on, and they're shimmery, they are shimmery. I use the same shade. This is the one I'm wearing today. This again is Troops from Sydney Grace. I feel like this is one of my favorites. It reminds me the most, I think, of MAC's Satin Taupe, but I will pack it onto my lid, and then I take a little bit on a blending brush and just go around the edges to, like, you know, kind of soften that like harsh line there in my crease. And it's so easy and it looks so pretty. It's just such a pretty look. So anyway, you guys, that's what I have for you this week. I hope that by next week I am feeling 100% again. And anyway, I appreciate you guys being here today. I really hope you have a fantastic weekend. Let me know what you were loving this week in the comments down below. Let me know if you have any suggestions for me. And if you're new, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.